ألف مقصورة. ألف مقصورة. ألف مقصورة. Okay. ألف مقصورة. Which basically sounds like ألف رمى, but it looks like a yeah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Actually, in today's class, we're actually going to be going over, inshallah, the alphabet and a couple more things. Maybe we'll go over Tanween or something, but Allahu alam. But the main thing we're going over in today's class is the actual Arabic alphabet. Okay, so please focus on this. This also will be uploaded onto my second channel, not onto the main one, because onto the main one I want more clear cut and more professional kind of like videos. I'm not going to spend too much time on actually editing this video or actually the thumbnail, but on my what's it called, main channel, I might have kind of that kind of stuff. So we'll see, inshallah, and then we'll start, inshallah. Inshallah, everybody can see. All right, we're going to be going over first of all Alif, well, as you know, Alif, Alif. Okay, and I'm just going to list about here, and then we have Ba. This is pronounced Ba, and then we have Ta. Then we have Ta. Then we have Ba. We have Ba. We also have Jim. We have Jim. This is not on the page. Let's see. Wait. Let me just check. I don't have my for you. iCode. Uh, wait. There, that could work. No, but that's event anyways. Um, iCode. Okay. Hold on, I have some height. You can see everything. Okay, that should be there. Okay. Okay. Then we're gonna be going over. Let me set it up again because it's messed up on my screen now. Okay. Then we're gonna be going over hat. We're gonna be going over hat. We're also gonna be going over kha. I'm actually gonna be going over like the different like ways these different letters are combined and so on. We're going over dal as well. Dal. Okay. We're also gonna be going over dal. Okay. Dal. We're also gonna be going over ra. We're also gonna be going over ra. Okay. We're gonna be going over za as well. Za. We're also gonna be going over sin. Sin. We're also going to be going over Sheen. Also going to be going over Sheen. We're actually going to be going over Sod as well. Sod. We're also going to be going over Vod. Dod. Not Vod, I mean Dod. Dod. And then we're also going to be going over Ta, which is kind of like, you can't, it's Ta, but here you have to write it Ta. I wasn't looking. But yeah, this is Ta. I'll move it back a bit, but it kind of becomes like uncentered, and I don't want to have it decentered. There you go. That should be a bit better, but I'll move it across. Then we have va, va. And this can there's a difference between, you'll get used to it, but there's a lot of students actually make a lot of mistakes here between bod, ta, and va over here, right? Because they're very similar, like sound wise. Even for like native Arabic speakers, but you'll get used to it, like the differences in sound and the differences in different places. We're going over that, but we'll be starting at the first step, obviously. We're going over ghain now, and ayn, and ghain. Okay. We're also going to be going over fa, fa, and then its little brother or big brother kind of thing. is off. Off. We're also going to be going over ka. Kaf. Let me just make sure my mic is working. Yep, my mic is working. Okay. All right. Kaf. Okay, perfect. We're also going to be going over lam. We're going to be going over lam. La. Okay. We're also going to be going over meme. Meme. Okay. Also going to be going over noon. I know I'm going over these quickly, but it is going to make sense with time. And then we have ha, and then we have wow. And you should like learn these all off, obviously. But there's a lot of like places where you can learn these. Like this isn't like the first time you're supposed to see this. You probably saw this before, right? Okay, so we have alif, right? We have ba, then we have ta, then we have tha, okay, then we have jim, okay, then we have ha, then we have kha, then we have dal, then we have dal, then we have ra. That messed up my whole like. Wait, let's see what can we do here. It's a bit far away now. Too far away actually. Let me 1 sec. Does this make it closer? Oh no, this flips it. This increases the light. Actually, wait, that light looks better on like that one. Okay. Okay. And then this focuses everything, but it's already focused. I'm gonna remove like two looks. This way it's closer. All right. No, rather we still talk kind of. All right. So, yep, those are the letters. Okay, we have alif, we have ba, we have ta, we have tha, we have jim, we have ha, we have kha, we have dal, we have dhal, we have ra, we have dha, we have sin, we have shin, we have sad. Okay, we have dad, we have ta, we have dha, we have ain, we have ghain, we have fa, we have qaf, we have kaf, we have lam, we have mim, we have noon, we have ha, we have waw, and we have ya. And let me put down the English transliteration for that. It's just, yeah, just like this. Okay, perfect. Now I'm actually going to be going over the letters and how it could come up. Okay, just give me a second to open up my slides here. 1 second. Let me just get it open. Second, I'll probably edit this out. But Allah, maybe I will keep it in. Okay, perfect. Okay, so for Alif, we are going over Alif now. And we're going to be going over Alif in detail. Alif. Okay. Give me 1 second because I don't see my actual uh, document and thing at the same time. So Alif. Okay. For Alif, I don't know how to English over here, but Alif at the end of the day. For Alif, all right. It could be, for example, at the beginning of the word. At the beginning of the word. Of the word. The word. This here, Alif. Right? As I was saying before, this Alif. You can also see it like this sometimes, and we'll go over like the different like types where you see it. But we'll see, for example, we'll begin starting with the slow stuff. Anyways, at the beginning of the word, you can see it, for example, in Ahmed, Ahmed, right? You see it in the beginning of the word. There's like a kind of no hamza symbol there. We'll be going over that in more detail, but it's not advanced, but you shouldn't worry about it too much currently. Let me see here. So this is closer to the actual thing. Okay, we have Ahmed here. We also have akala. You can say akala, right? It's still at the beginning of the word, and it's just like that. Um, for kids, they call this like kind of the way they explain it to kids is like they say these are naughty letters, as in like they never stick with another letter after it. They could stick with a letter before it, but you'll see it now in different words. But basically, alif here, it will never stick with a word after it. Alif, repeat that again, it will never stick with a word after it. So you see this gap here? There will never be like something here. So you can say Ahmed, you can say Akal, you can say Islam, Islam. Again, don't worry about the Hamza symbol under it. Islam can also be written like that, but normally it is. It's better to write it like this, Islam. You can say right? If you're wondering what all these means, I'll just write it here. This means Ahmed, this means he ate, this means Islam, this means mother. Okay? And these are all at the beginning of the word. Where is it? This is at the beginning of the word. Okay? This is all at the beginning of the word. Okay? But we could also have it in the middle of the word or middle of the word also. And you'll see the change now. We could also have it in the middle of the word. We also have it in the middle of the word. In the middle of the word. All right? And as I said before, we're going over alif here. Okay, we're going over that letter there. Right? We could say bab, for example. Let me give you an example of bab. Right? And you see it here. It can connect to the word before it, which is ba here. Right? And we'll be going over that letter next. But it can connect to the word before it, bab. Right? But it cannot connect to the word after it. Right? We'll see this again in kitab. Kitab. Right? We'll see this in qala. Qala. We see this in the name Salim. Salim. Right? If you want the definitions, I'll write it here, but don't worry about it too much. We're just going over how it could go. Right? We said, and the actual name Salim. Right? It's in door. It's in kitab. It's in qala. And it's also in Salim. It's also in Salim. Okay, so here you can see it here. I'll even highlight it here. This is the word we're going over at Salim here. See the alif here and the alif here and the alif here and the alif here. As you can see, I'll repeat this again. This is very important. It will be a mistake if you write this in exam. This is bab or alif cannot stick to the word before it or to the letter before it or ba. As you can see, but it has a space here. That's why bab. That's bab. Right? Bab. So have kitab, right? You can stick to the ta, but you cannot stick to the ba. Qala, you can stick to the qa, but not to the la. Salim, you can stick to the, right? And then we also have at the end of the word, okay? At the end of the word, alif at the end, and alif at the end of a word, right? Alif at the end of a word. Alif at the end of a word, right? We can say da, da, he called, right? It doesn't matter the definition. We're not even going over this definition right now. I don't know why I'm keeping them there. But we can say, I'll explain it in a sec, but we can say sama, sama. No, this is not sama, this is sama. It means he basically went higher. We can say asa, 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 right? We can also say, we can say rami, rami, ramia, right? Obviously, you see a kind of weird letter here. How can alif be in this form, right? Ramia. Alif can also be in this form, right? In certain conditions. And this is here called alif maqsura. Alif maqsura. Alif maqsura. Okay? Alif maqsura. Which basically sounds like alif rama, but it looks like a ya. As we know, ya looks like this kind of, but without these two letters, basically. Two dots. Oh wait, I'm not showing it. Yeah. Okay. So this is called al-alif maqsura. Alif maqsura. So it can also be like this. But regularly, you will not see this. This is like, you might see this I mean, 1 in 100 or something. But normally, it will be like this. Sama. The last, it will connect to the last letter, as I said, but there's no letter after it, so it'll be sama. He sama ila shay. You can also say da, right? Okay. And now we're going to be going over the letter ba. Okay, ba is an easy letter. It's always the same, but I will do ba because there's a lot of letters in Arabic like this, a lot like ba, as in like they don't change. It doesn't matter like if it's before, after, or in between. It doesn't change. Like you'll find some of these letters. Um, okay, for the letter ba, we're going over ba now. Ba. One at the beginning of the word. At the beginning of the word, as I said before. Beginning of the word. And this is easy. I'm not going to go in over like 10 examples for this because it's always the same. You can say, as I said before, bab, but it has two B's, so I'll leave it. You can say bait. You can say bait. Say bait or house. Say bait or house. Okay, you can also say bint. Bint, right? Which is girl. It's always the same. You will never see it. But basically, it's kind of like, it kind of connects. So normally, bat is like this. So it'll be like this, right? Because it's connected to the next word, which is nata. Okay? Okay? You see it? Bint. Okay? Next, we can say in the middle of the word, as I said before, in the middle of the word. In the middle of the word. In the middle of the word. We can say, for example, you can say, for example, you can say kitab. No, kitab is at the end, sorry. We can say habal. Habal. Habil. Habil, which means rope. Rope. Right? And it's the ba at the end, and it just connects. It's a very easy one. Right? It doesn't change a lot. It's just ha, ba, la. It doesn't change a lot. Right? And then we can say at the end of the word, at the end of the word, we also have at the end of the word. And we can say, for example, halib, halib, right? Which means milk, and it's at the end of the word, right? As you can see, it's at the end of the word, but it's always the same for that. It's not a confusing one, but there's a lot of letters like that, and they don't change a lot, and you'll see this because I might not be going over all letters. Because, for example, ta is also like this. Ta is also like that. I'll go over it now, and maybe I'll show you guys which letters are like that. So yeah, the letters that are like that here, right? And I'm not going to be going over their examples. Or for example, like ta, right? It's always the same. Tha, it's always the same. Um, Dal, it's always the same, but it's like it has like I'll be going over Dal because it has its own like special like cases, right? But now we went over Alif, right? We went over Ba, Ta, and Tha because they're all the same. It just Ta has two dots on the top, right? Tha has three dots on the top, and then we have Kha or Jim, and then we're gonna be going over that. So let's go back. Let me use the space over here so I don't keep wasting space. But this is for Alif. Let me just make it here so it actually can fit. We're going over Kha. Okay, we're going over Kha. Going over Kha. And this is one you need to learn off because it has like three similarities. As in there's Kha, there's and then there's Ha, and then there's Ja. They're all the same, right? So I'll write Kha or Ha or Ja, right? And these are then we have Kha, which is this one, Ha, which is this one, and then we have Ja, which is this one. So it's either Ja has the dot in the middle, Ha has the nowhere to be seen, and then Kha has the dot at the top, right? And then we're going to be going over Ha. Okay, we're going over Ha. Okay, I'm not going to be going every single example, but they're the exact same, except for that there isn't a dot, right? But you need to learn this, okay? Okay, Kha at the beginning of the word is like this. Beginning of the word is like this. At the beginning of the word, let me, there we go. At the beginning of the word. We're not going over this, we already went over it. Yeah, let me try to say a bit more. I even turned on the light by accident, but it doesn't really matter. So let me turn off the light. This annoying me. Wait, sorry, apologies for technical difficulties. Actually, wait, let me not do that. Let me just do this. Okay, we have at the beginning of the word. At the beginning of the word, right? The beginning of the word, for example, we could say khabar, khabar, right? We can say Khalid. We can say خيمة, خيمة, right? Okay, and you will see that the kha that looks like this, the kha originally looks like this, right? It will change into a kha that looks like this, right? Okay, if we were doing ha, it will be a ha that looks like this. If we were doing ja, it will be a ja that looks like this, right? So the dot is in the same place as on the bottom this time. It's kind of just like this. That's what it just literally just means. Okay, so you need to learn. This is an important one to learn. Okay, this is at the beginning of the sentence, right? And this looks like that. Okay. Uh, let's say in the middle of the word. In. Okay, this is actually kind of a paper, but in. That's right, right. In the middle of the word. In Arabic, in the middle of the word. Let me just move it a bit farther so you guys can see. Why is this so awkward? This should be better. I should just try set it up so I don't need to keep changing it. In the middle of the word. In the middle of the word, right? We can say number one, You can say بخار. Uh, بخار. Right? You can say, for example, دخول. دخول. You can say نخلة. نخلة. And look, as you can see, it's very similar to at the beginning of the word. It's very similar to at the beginning of the word. Okay? We say بخار, we can say دخول, we can say نخلة. بخار means steam, right? دخول means like he entered. And then we say نخلة is a palm tree. Palm tree, right? But as you can see, it's very similar to actually in the beginning of the word. It's literally just the word before it and then that in the middle. Okay, that's kha. Okay, as we know, ha is like that and ja is like that. Right? Now let's go over at the end of the word, and this is where it changes. Okay, at the end of the word. This is the important part now. At the end of the word. At the end of the word. At the end of the word. Right? We can say, for example, Sheikh. We can say what? Sheikh. Sheikh. Right? Which means someone who's an elder. And we can say مطبخ. مطبخ. You can also say صرح. This is actually could do so. Okay, صرح. No. We can say نصح as well. Like, but as you can see, it's like this. It's like this at the end, right? It's like the original, right? It's just that this page is really awkward, which is why it's like kind of bad handwriting. But as you can see, yeah, it's just literally just like how it was at the start. But it's something it connects. This one it doesn't connect because, as I said, this is like the alif, and it's kind of we name it for kids. We say naughty letters, right? Call those naughty letters. But for men or like older people, just call them letters that don't stick, right? This is ra as well. Don't focus on it. We're gonna be going over it in a sec. But anyways, kha is like this at the end. If it's something before it doesn't stick, but if it sticks, it's just like this. It just sticks. It just sticks to it like this. Just sticks to it. Bah. This is from Matbakh over here. And then we have Sheikh as well. It just sticks Sheikh, right? Okay. Back for a sec, sorry. Okay. Do you understand it now? Right? We're actually going to be going over something else now. Okay. Let me go back to the words. Let me get the words out. One second. Apologies for the delay. Okay. Okay. Now we did Jim, Ha, Qa is all done. Then we have Da, That, and Ra. Da, Dal, and Ra. Okay. There's some of them are similar, some of them are not. For example, Da and That are like each other. Za and Ra isn't. This is Ra, and then this. Why does it have a dot here? I thought this was Za. But yeah, Da, That are like each other. Ra is like each other, and Za is like each other. As in, like Ra is just Zal without a dot on the top. Right? And let's go over Dal. One sec. Let me just get it open now. Go over Dal and Dal. Dal and Dal. Dal and Dal. Okay, for Dal, right? Okay, at the beginning of the word. Also, apologies. I do have like kind of a cold now, so my voice isn't the best. Also have to use tissues a lot. Allah yarham me. At the beginning of the word, right? Going over Dal, right? Let me just make sure everything is going well. You guys can see perfectly, right? Let me just make it a bit larger. Yeah, just like that. Yeah, that should be perfect. This camera is so like HD. It's not even a camera, it's like something else. I didn't think it was gonna be this. Anyways, alhamdulillah, shukrillah. Dal is like this. Da, ra, sa at the start. And dal is like alif. It connects before it, but it does not connect after it. Right? You'll see it now in these examples. You'll see it now in these examples. Oh, this is actually a good example. This one actually contains all the letters we did so far. Dajaj, look, da, dal, jim, alif, wa jim, dal. Anyways, look, dal is like this. This is how it looks like, right? It connects to before it. Well, obviously, it's the beginning of the word. It doesn't have anything before it. Ra is the same. It doesn't connect to anything before it. Sin, it would have connected, but it doesn't have any connection. So dal, right? Alif, and then we have this is dar, يعني which means house. Let me just put the translations here if anyone wants to know what these means. Darasa means lesson, and deen is religion, right? And this is chicken, okay? The judge, okay? This is at the beginning of the word. Now we're going to be going in the middle of the word. What does it look like? And it's the same as alif in the middle of the word, right? And most of these letters that are like they don't connect, they're always kind of like the same-ish to other letters. So we can say madrasa, madrasa in the middle of the word, right? We can say yadrus, 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 right? We can say حديقة, 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 right? Okay. So madrasa is school as we know. Yadrus is he studies. حديقة is city. Okay. School, he studies, city. Okay. School, he studies, city. I don't know why I'm going over this. We don't even, we're not going over definition right now. We're just going over the Arabic language. But madrasa, the dal is in the middle. As we can see here, it sticks to the ma. Right? Ma is also an important word. It changes a bit. We'll go over it in a sec. Madrasa, we see dal is here. This is the word we're going over. Yadrus and hadith. So you see how it just connects to the one before, the one after it doesn't connect, just like alif. Connects to the one before, it doesn't connect to the ra after it. Connects to the ha before, it doesn't connect to the ya. Okay, I'll make it a bit more clear. But yeah, this just means school, studies, and study. Okay, and lastly, we're going over. This will be a bit awkward, but it should be fine. At the end of the word, and it's literally just the same step again. Dal is actually one of the easier words. At the end of a word, ولد, ولد, okay. يد, okay. We can say masjid, okay. ولد is boy, يد is hand, masjid is mosque. Okay. Here for ولد, right? As we can see, it's just at the end, at the end, and at the end, right? It's literally just the same. It's just at the end. Walad means boy. Yet it's just it's easy. It's pretty easy, right? And this word is actually. Let me just confirm. Let me just confirm these are all the same. Let me see if I need to check. I'm pretty sure they're all the same. But I just don't want to say anything wrong, right? Um, let me just check this. Uh, here. Yeah, dal and zal are the same, right? I'm just gonna go over now. We're going over. We finish this off. We finish this off. Okay. We're on. We're now going over ra and zal. Okay. And za. Actually. Okay. Okay. We're going over ra now. Go over ra. Okay. We're going over ra. At the beginning of the word. I know this is kind of lengthy, but as they say شنو الجد بالجد والحرمان والكسل ولا بيقولوا ايه المهم الرجل تمام رجل means man obviously oh we're going over right by the way you didn't know right we're going over right and also that is pretty similar to it but we're not going to be going over that because it's literally just the same I'm not going to be going over duplicates basically رجل رسول they say رسول صلى الله عليه وسلم رسول you can say for example ربيع remind me of الشيخ ربيع بن هادي المدخلي الله يرحمه we can say رحمة okay. So at the start, it's literally just the same. It's kind of like dal. I was debating whether to do it as well. It's similar to that. So we can say ra. Ra at the start is like this. Okay, ra, rasul, rahma. Right? It's literally just by itself. But it's at the start of the letter, right? Which is why there's nothing else sticking to it. It's also one of those non-sticking letters. And we can say in the middle of the word, middle of the word. I'll try to go over these quickly because these are kind of similar. We say Maryam, Maryam. We also say Kareem. You can also say قرأ, قرأ, ما قرأ. Right? For example, Maryam, it just means Maryam, and Kareem means generous, and قرأ means he read. Right? Okay, so at the middle of the word, as we can see, it's like dal. It sticks to the word before it, but does not stick to the word after it at all. So Maryam, it doesn't stick at all to the ya. It sticks to the ma. Kareem, it sticks to the word before it, but it doesn't stick to the ya after it. Qara'a, it sticks to this word. He read, means he read, but it sticks to the ra. It wouldn't even stick to the alif anyways, because the alif doesn't stick, but it would have stuck to the if it was stuck. It's kind of confusing. Both of these are both sticking letters, anyways. That's what I was trying to basically explain. It's in the middle, and at the end, it's literally just the same. These are very easy. They don't change a lot. And then you'll see ha, which changes for every single one. At the end of the word. At the end of the word. At the end of the word. For example, we say قمر. قمر, which is moon. We can also say نهر. We can also say عمر. Right? Which is just river. And this is Omar, radiallahu anhu. We're talking about that Omar. But yeah, Omar at the end of the word is like that, right? Nahar at the end of the word is like that. Omar at the end of the word is like that. Okay? And this is all at the end of the word. Okay? It's all at the end of the word. Okay? You can also say something about that. But yeah, it doesn't really change too much, as I said before. It doesn't really change too much. I'll give it kind of like an overview at the beginning. At the beginning, it is like this. At the beginning, it is like this. At the middle, it's like this. At the end, it's also like this. Okay, at the beginning, it's like that, obviously, and alone, it's just all. Right? Okay, now I'm not going to be going with val because it is just a duplicate. Okay, now, uh, okay, went over there. Now we have seen, sheen, sod, and bod. They're all the same. So I can literally just get four out of the way right now by doing, instead of doing C in the first letter, let's do, for example, Sheen. Right? Let's do Sheen. Let me get all the examples real quick. Sorry. Okay, we're doing it for Sheen. Here it is for Sheen. We're doing it for Sheen. We're doing it for Sheen. Sheen at the beginning of the word is like this. At the beginning of the word, of a word. Sheen at the beginning of a word. Let me show it. It's like this. Sha, Shams. I don't know what that really means now. Because it's really awkward. I barely have space on the table here. I need to get a larger table. Shams. Right? You can say shajara. You can say shajara. You say shari. You can say sheikh as we went over sheikh as well before. But yeah, look, Shams means the sun. I'm not going to put definitions from now on because we don't need them, honestly, because we're not going over like what it means at all. Shams at the start is like this, as you can see. Shams is like that, right? It's literally just a sheen, and then it just sticks to whatever. It just sticks to whatever, as you can see. Sheen and just sticks to whatever, right? After that, we're going in the middle of the word. In the middle of the word. In the middle of the word. We can say Asha. Asha. You say mashrab. Mashrab. You say bishara. Bishara. You say bishara. Right? Okay, we can say bishara. Means good news. At the middle of the sentence, it's literally just like this. It's like this. That's what it looks like in the middle of the sentence. Right? This is one that changes, so you need to understand this. At the middle of the sentence, like this. Right? And as we can see it here, in asha, in mashrab, in bishara. Okay? And then we have the last one at the end of the word. And then at the end of the word. Right? We have it, for example, we can say jesh, jesh, which means army. We can say farash, farash. You can also say yasha, army, bed, or nest. Right? So jesh, sha at the end, and here asha. Right? Oh, you say jesh, say farash, you should say asha. Army, bed, or nest. Okay? Perfect. Okay? Let's see. Shall we then let me go over what do we have left. This is I'll go over this again because this is like four letters. Sha at the start is like this, sha in the middle of that, and at the end it's literally just like this. And this. The kind of it's just like the original letter. At the end it just has the flick as well. Right? It has the flick as well. Right? I didn't show that, but basically I was explaining it has a flick right here, right? Just flicks as well. Okay. Okay. Now let's see. We did Sheen and Saab, Bob. I'm gonna leave the class for today, right? Because we did cover a lot. I don't want to cover all of this, but basically this is half of the whole Arabic alphabet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. We still have around 10 or so words. Yeah, 11, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay, we have 13. I'm gonna cover these classes inshallah. This in next week's class. This is actually gonna be half of the alphabet. But inshallah, we will see this in the next class. Assalamu alaikum. Actually, wait, let me turn on the camera. Let me turn it on to this camera. But yeah, now we covered half the alphabet, inshallah. And next week we will be covering the other half. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.